The girl said, "Hey, why isn't this number connecting? Can you dial this number for me?" The man replied, "Let me see. I'll do it." The girl said, "Here you go." The man looked at the number and said, "Why do you need to dial this number? Tell me what you need." The girl replied, "Oh, you idiot. I asked you for help. Just help me. There's no need to start giving lectures. Give me my phone back." The man said, "Ma'am, what happened? I was only trying to help you." The girl replied, "Yes, you could have helped, but instead you started lecturing me. That's why I never come to places like this. I don't know what Dad was thinking when he sent me to this village, and this number still isn't connecting." A woman nearby said, "Dear, sit down and try again. Maybe it's just a network problem. Your father must have sent you here to see a marriage proposal. It must be a good one. Just try again. The call will go through." The girl said, "Auntie, I've told my dad so many times not to look for a marriage proposal in a village, but he still sent me to this terrible village. Tell me, do you really think I'll find a good groom here? And why don't you people explain this to my dad?" The young man standing there said, "I tried to explain it to Uncle many times, but you know how he is. Just try calling once more. Maybe it will connect." The man again said, "Ma'am, just tell me what you need." The girl replied, "Forget it. Let's go ahead and ask someone else for help." The girl walked a little farther and suddenly the call connected. She said, "I'm at the location you gave me, but you're not here." The young man replied, "We just met." The girl said, "I haven't met anyone." The young man answered, "You were the one who insulted me." The girl paused and said, "Wait a minute. Are you the one my dad chose for my marriage?" The young man replied, "Yes, it's me." The girl said, "Have you even looked at yourself? You seriously thought you could marry me? How did you even dare to say yes?" The young man calmly replied, "Ma'am, I never said yes. Your father and my father are friends. They simply asked me to meet you once. I was waiting for you. Then you came, showed me my own number, and asked me to dial it. I only asked what you needed." The girl said, "Well, it's a good thing I rejected you. How could you even imagine that I'd marry someone like you? You know how rich my dad is and how big his business is. Now I understand why you must have agreed. You probably thought, she's a rich city girl. Once we get married, all her property will eventually belong to me. Stop dreaming. I will never marry someone like you. And you can forget about the money too." The woman stepped in and said, "Dear, speak politely. They are village people. This is how they dress, and this is how they speak. What's wrong with that? At least listen to what he's trying to say." The girl replied, "Auntie, you don't know these people. They act innocent just to trap girls and take their money. Have you heard the way they ate? I can't even stand their language. And there's no way I'll ever live in this awful place after marriage. I'll tell my dad myself to refuse this proposal. And if you try to pressure my dad into this marriage, you'll regret it." To watch part 2 of this story, comment part 2.